Hey everybody, so today I'm making jerky. I'm just using beef today, and here's my meat slicer. You can you have wherever you buy your beef from, they can have the store slice it up for you. But I got my own slicer. This is from Cabela's, the 10-inch one. I believe it was $6.99. And I'll just put it back here. And I got everything sliced up, like I said. Here we go. And just slices like this. Now you can make them as thick as you want. That'd be totally up to you. And I go against the grain, not with it, because if you go with it, it seems to be a little bit more tougher to eat than if you go against it, then it gets a little bit more brittle. So let's get the seasoning done here. So I'm going to use about a half a cup of China Lily soy sauce, which I like to use. There we go. And I hope I'm saying it right. Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna do about 5 dabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's do 6. And brown sugar. I'm gonna go let's go 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. There we go. And this is my homemade seasoning that I always make. So I'm gonna go with a tablespoon. We're gonna mix that up now. Now I'm gonna taste it before it goes into the meat now. I always taste it before to see if I want a little bit more soy sauce or a little bit more sugar, and then I dump it in there, because if you just dump stuff in here, you don't know what you're gonna have too salty, or you're not gonna have enough salt. Now my seasoning here has a lot of pepper and all that in there, so that's all I need. I've done a video before how to make it. I'll do another one. Okay, now let's see what I'm missing here now. I want a little bit more sugar in there. So I'm gonna go about another tablespoon. Okay, now let's dump it in there. Now this is gonna marinate. You're gonna mix it up like this, and it's just gonna marinate like this. And I'm gonna let it go for about 8 hours, and then I'm gonna put it in the smoker. I'm just gonna smoke it probably for about 15 minutes, and I will show you that process a little bit later. All right. So as this marinates, mix it up really good and just keep mixing it with your hands. And just, like I said, for 8 hours, and in the smoker she goes. So while that marinates, I'll see you in a bit. Okay everybody, so now it's ready to go into my smoker. I got my trays ready here. I marinated for 8 hours. Now you can marinate this overnight, that's totally up to you. And if you don't have a smoker, you can use liquid smoke. And I don't know, I've never used liquid smoke before, so you would have to taste, like I said, I made that sauce, and taste, and just keep tasting it until you're happy with the smoke flavor. So these are going into the smoker now. I got a homemade smoker outside, and you can go buy them at Cabela's or wherever, little smokers, and they're very handy. And it is a little bit of time consuming to make jerky, but it's so delicious at the end. I'll just show you one more time. So this is ready to go in the smoker, and then when it's done, I'm gonna come back, put it in my dehydrator. I'll show you. And I do a little trick before it goes into the dehydrator to give it extra flavor. Now this was probably about a 4-pound roast. Sorry, I should have mentioned it in the beginning. And like I said, you can slice it yourself, buy a meat slicer. I slice it when it's half frozen because it slices better that way. Don't go with the grain, go against it. It'll be just more tender, and it'll just flake apart easier. So, okay, let's go put this in the smoker now. And I'll see you in about 15 minutes to 20. That's what I'm smoking for. See you in a bit. Everybody, so it's done smoking now, and this is my Cabela's dehydrator, and I'm gonna crank it as high as I can go. And as you can see, I got the trays already. It comes with 10 trays. I got them all done. So now I was gonna show you one little extra thing to do on the side, just to give that jerky little extra flavor. You can use any seasoning you want when you make it too. It's up to you. And I will show you how to make this one on another video. So I just sprinkle lightly on top. So this has been smoked for 20 minutes now. And you can use hot smoke or cold. I prefer hot. And so now this is just gonna go in here. I'll do the same thing to this one. Just do a light sprinkle on top, because then that's gonna go into the meat. Oh, this smells so good. I could just eat it the way it is. And that's how I make my jerky, because a lot of people don't understand why is my jerky so flavorful. And that's what I do. That little extra sprinkle on top, and here's those trays like that. They're easy to clean. And the good thing is about that one, when you'll have some ends left if you use a meat slicer, and I just put them into little stir fry slices, and now I can make stir fry out of that. And like here's the chips. You can use either cherry or hickory, and I use cherry today. Now you can buy these at any store, and they're in little bags like this. So there you go. There's my process of jerky making. So when this is done, this is gonna go in here for a couple hours now, and this is how it sounds when you turn it on. You can hear the fan kicking in, and so I'll see you in about 2 hours. I'm gonna check it, but after 2 hours, you gotta constantly check it. You can't walk away from it. So see you in a bit when it's done. Hey everybody, so the jerky is done, and I got a couple of vultures in here, jerky thieves, in the game over there right now. So the seasoning, like I said, I will make. It makes this whole jar full, so you got lots of seasoning when you do make it. I'll make another video on that. And here it is. So now the texture. Let's talk about the texture a little bit. When it's kind of soft, you gotta remember it's still hot and it's still cooking. So pull it out. Now you can make it as dry as you want. You can make dry meat. When I go hunting, I make it extra dry, because it's gonna be in my backpack and hiking. I might spend the night in the bush. So I make my jerky extra dry, and this is all done. So like I said, watch the texture. If you want a little bit more chewier, that's totally up to you. And then here we go. And I was going to show you one more time the texture. This is going to dry out a little bit, but it's going to be still soft chew. So you want a little bit less chewier, well then you just pull it out, and you can feel by the texture. As you take it out, feel it, and you just pull it out. Just remember, it's hot. So like always, there's my jerky, and we'll do another video on maybe buffalo or elk jerky. I just want to show you the vultures that were eating my jerky.
Self-flowers from your gardening.
No, they were all eating my jerky as it was coming out. So that's what I have left. That bowl would be way fuller. So just conclude. You have a good day.